Hello guys, this is Space Orbis Vlogs. It's been at least a couple weeks since I've made a video. I apologize for the fact that I haven't been making videos. That's on me. I own up to my failures as a YouTube provider for not providing content, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry I failed you. you know, I have gaming videos that I have been waiting because, like, the old man more than a year ago, has completely discombobulated the fucking living room. And I don't know what the hell he's doing with the living room. But he discombobulated the whole fucking living room. And I can't, everything, like the TV's disconnected, the console's disconnected, and the whole room's been all sorts of fucked up. And I have no idea when that might get resolved. It's been more than a year, and it hasn't been resolved. So if anyone goes on my gaming channel, fuck there, Space Orbis Gaming, and you look, I don't know why I was gonna go with like the old name. I guess because this video is technically going to be uploaded on what would have been PS3 Fanboy 16, which is, I think, I could be mistaken, I think was the name of the YouTube channel, the first YouTube channel in which I would have posted content. I had YouTube accounts before that point, because I think YouTube came into existence around 2005. I don't know when YouTube came into existence, but I think it was either 2004 or 2005. And that account was made, um, in I think October of 2008. So I think YouTube would have existed for about 2 or 3 years at that point. Um, and oh man. Uh, so anyway, that was the name of the thing. PS3 Fanboy 16. Again, it would have been in '08, so I would have been 16 then. And anyone who, just in case, anyone wants to know why that was named the way it was. Obviously, as a dude who plays a fuck ton of PlayStation, I was super fucking excited about obtaining a PlayStation 3, which at that time I still did not have. I wanted a PlayStation 3. I still did not have a PlayStation 3. So I made a deal with my brother. I think it was like rock, paper, scissors, or something stupid. That if he beat me at a fucking game or a bet that we had, that if he beat me in it, he could choose the name of the YouTube channel that I would then make videos for. And he obviously beated me, and the name he came up with was PS3 Fanboy 16. Okay, cool. I don't mind. It is what it is. Um, I like it. I stand by it. I have no shame on that. Um, because I was a big fanboy of Sony. Um, that's not to say that I didn't enjoy other games. Obviously, I had played Halo. You know, I haven't played the second one. I haven't. I've played the first Halo. I've played one Halo game. Um, and that was it. um, I probably wouldn't have minded playing other Halo games, but I only managed to get the one game, and I beat that years ago, and I found it, moderately enjoyable. Certainly nothing to write home about. But it was fun. I enjoyed playing Halo. Um, I don't understand why it was such a big fucking deal. Um, it was pretty routine as far as I was concerned. But it was fun, I guess, for what it was. Um, but the first couple of videos are not much in the way of videos. They were basically pictures, and then they were pictures with text, and then I think that there was a brief phase of animation. And then I think I started doing live, real life videos. And if you go back all the way to like kind of 2009, 2010, back to like the dinosaur era of YouTube, um, I was very, very, very shy. Very cringe, I know. I remember I'd be like, "Hello guys, my name is PS." Very, very soft. "Hello guys, my name is PS3 Fanboy 16, and today we will be talking about The Godfather." Because I had never ever seen myself um or heard my own voice. Which probably seems ridiculous now considering. But yeah, up until I was 17, I had never seen myself, in video form in a recording before. Um, and I certainly had never heard my voice before. Um, so it was a very unique experience for me. A lot of force were made on what is going to be posted here, on this channel. A lot of the force were done on this channel. Now, years ago, I made a video where I said that this was no longer gonna get updated. And I was like, what, 18, 19? I don't remember when it was. And I was going to stand by that. And I had no intention of making any more videos on this particular YouTube channel. I had absolutely no plans on doing that. But then I realized that I had forgotten the password to my vlog channel, and I had access to this. I could just switch to this. And I was like debating whether I would want to just change my password to something else so that I could log into that, or if I would just simply revive this one. And I was like, this would just be much easier, and it already has more people, at least in terms of number of subscribers. So I would rather just revive this and just use this for like songs and whatever else I might want to post. which admittedly I haven't really done. A lot of the content that is new is pretty much just my songs that I have made over, I don't know, a period of 2 years, which I felt were good enough to make into videos for anyone to watch and hopefully enjoy. Didn't particularly have much point. What is the percentage here? Because I decided to do this when it was pretty low. Okay, so about 6-7% has drained. So it's about 24%. Um, I started when it was like 42% probably, so a couple percentage have been dipped since. But anyway, um, I suppose I may as well talk about one thing, give one opinion, to give this some value, I guess. When I was on Quora, I know, um, when I was on Quora, I did get a question that I wanted to give a response to, and it was, why are you, why as an atheist don't you commit violent crimes? Why is it that you don't commit crimes? Why don't you do violent stuff? Why don't you uh take things that ain't yours, rape people, kill people, be an absolute menace to society? And as an atheist, I find that a very weird question. Admittedly, it's a very weird question because what possible reason would I have to do that? Because I'm an atheist? That's silly. That's fucking stupid. If, as an atheist, I were to commit crimes, I'd go to jail. Or if the crime was sufficiently bad, I would go to prison. And why would I want to do that? Like, it doesn't make really any sense. The logic of theists makes no fucking sense to me. It absolutely baffles the hell out of me the way that religious people think. Because it's like when I go on Facebook and I, you know, talk to religious people, they mock all the fucking time. They say, "Oh, well, you just want to sin." First off, I'm an atheist. I can't sin. Sin is a concept for you people. I don't subscribe to your belief system. I can't sin because sin is a transgression against a God. I'm an atheist. I can't transgress against a God because I don't believe in any gods. I can't, like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't commit a sin to an entity that I do not accept as a thing that exists in reality. I believe in the concept of gods. I believe in the concept of unicorns and dragons and pixies and leprechauns and wyverns and ogres and trolls and whatever other mythical, magical fucking creatures. Okay, I can't remember them all. Okay, I accept and fully believe in the concept of these things. But accepting the concept is not the same thing as believing that the concept corresponds to a thing in reality. This box, I believe that this box exists. I can touch the box. I can see the box. I can hear the box. the box exists. I don't need to believe in the box. I can verify it for myself, and I can verify it for you. You can verify it yourself as well. That is the power of evidence, right? You believe things in proportion to the support of the thing in question, right? For example, again, let's use this. This is a jug full of, I don't know what it's filled with. This stuff has been in this room for over a year and a half, ever since my mom moved out. I have no idea what is in this. I'm assuming it's water. I'm not going to open it and verify that. But again, I'm assuming that it's water, you know, because I don't know what else it would be. Um, but yeah, whenever I hear people talk about God, I'm like, okay, I accept that you believe the thing that you proclaim to believing. I see no reason to deny that you believe in the things that you proclaim to believe. I simply want you to give me a reason for why I should also believe it too. And I've been doing this for probably about 17 years. I have yet, even one time, gotten an answer to that question. Not one damn theist has ever answered that question. And it's no fault of me, I have asked plenty of times. But to plenty of theists, of Christians and Jews and Muslims and Mormons and every other religion there is, I have yet to get a theist to answer that question. Why they refuse to answer that question, I have no idea. But they will not answer that question. It doesn't matter how often I ask it. It doesn't matter how nicely I ask it. It doesn't matter how sincerely I ask it. They absolutely refuse to answer the question. And when I ask them why they won't answer the question, they deflect even more. And just in the off chance that I haven't told this, when I was about 17, probably 18 years old, probably closer to 18, um, I had a conversation with a mother of three. She might have been the aunt, I don't know. It was a woman, and there were three kids in the picture. That's all I know. We were having a fairly decent conversation. I don't remember exactly how long the conversation went on. It was a bit, there was a bit of dialogue back and forth. And, as one tends to do, eventually we get to the question of what church do you attend? It's a bit personal, but, we were having a decent conversation. I saw no reason to make up some lie. I said, well, I don't attend church. I'm an atheist. And it was like fucking light switch. I hope you fall down the stairs and have white hot needles jammed into your eyes. And I hope that you die. Okay? Thanks. Bye. Like, what? Oh, fuck? What the hell did this? What the hell, man? That was whiplash. We went from having a civil conversation to, I hope you fall down the stairs I hope that you suffer immense pain and die. And people ask why I'm not a theist, why I'm not a Christian. Um, have you not read the Bible? Have you not spoken to these people? Have you not had meaningful conversations with these people where you actually talk about the subject matter and you don't sugarcoat it? You don't fucking sanitize it. You fucking read the damn book and you talk about it and you have conversations about it. These people are very nice people. So long as your questions remain surface level questions. The type of questions that it wouldn't really make much of a difference whether it's true or not. It would be like, oh, well, in the Bible it says that his robes or his cloak or whatever is purple. Okay, doesn't make much of a difference if in this passage it says it's red or pink or purple. Not really. That you could dismiss that as a scribal error. They simply wrote the wrong color for what he was wearing. That would be fine. A minor error in translation, perhaps. We could easily overlook that. Because it fundamentally doesn't change anything. He's wearing some shade of red. But when you ask questions that are meaningful questions, foundational questions, the type of questions where the answer has to be true, otherwise everything about the religion falls apart. Those kind of questions, they fucking get you kicked out of a church. Those type of questions tend to make those people reveal who they are in reality, and in reality, these people are some fucking mean bitches and bastards. Like, oh, okay. We went from 0 to 100 in 0.1 second. Can you please slow the fuck down? Tap the fucking brakes on the Extreme Express? Please? Can we go to like a 10? Okay? On the ridiculous scale. Okay? Can we ease up a bit? Anyway, this is. Oh, okay, hold on. I got a pop up some time ago, and I thought it was like immediately I had jumped this. But no, it's like 18 fucking percent. So that's 18%. So I'm good. I'll hold off for a bit longer. So yeah, when people ask why I'm not a Christian, why I'm not a religious individual, I don't have anything against religious people. I just have had very, very, very bad experiences with these people, and I don't see much point in associating with people that, from my experience, by and large, are not nice people. They may be nice people outside of religion, but religion has made them some really nasty ass people. Right? I have never once in my life begged for the suffering of other people. I have never dreamed or hoped for the suffering and or death of complete strangers simply because they have a difference of opinion. I might disagree. I might even disagree quite strongly. But I don't hope for your pain and suffering and death. And I've had people beg and hope and pray, which is fucking weird, by the way. Fucking weird to pray for that shit. Fucked up. But okay. You can, I guess, pray that I fall down the stairs and break my neck and die. I'm not gonna stop you. It's just fucking weird. And you probably should see a doctor for that. There's probably some stuff you should probably talk to a therapist about. Because there's probably stuff in your life that needs to be addressed, and you haven't addressed it. And you probably should. Like now. Like right fucking now. And you know, the worst part is, the worst part is that some of the worst shit that I've been told comes from my own mother. Now, I don't know if I have made a video on this particular subject. Pretty sure I haven't. Because, again, this was on a YouTube account channel that up until a couple months ago didn't even have any more videos for like the better part of like 8 to 10 years. Um, I what I was helping my mother with DoorDash, and obviously she and I were talking, and she told me that if I was gay, my mother, by the way, she told me that if I was gay, she would have disowned me and would have had nothing to do with me. I was helping her do DoorDash when she said this. That if I was gay, that she would have disowned me and would have had nothing to do with me. And then when I told her how fucked up that shit is, to say to anybody, much less your own kid, about 5 minutes later she said, "But I love you." No, bitch. No, you fucking don't. You just fucking said so. The fuck's the matter with you? In what fucking universe do you say I would have had nothing to do with you? I would have disowned you, I would have abandoned you, and then a few fucking minutes later be like, "But I love you." No, bitch. No. That's not what love is. That's not what love means. Love does not have fucking conditions. I should not have to jump through hoops to obtain love. Nobody should have to jump through fucking hoops to get love. That's bullshit. Love is unconditional. We don't have to agree on everything, but we have to agree, we must all agree that love is unconditional. Because if love is conditional, That's not love. That's tolerance. And that's not the fucking same. I remember I was in the living room probably 2, 3 years ago. And I was playing Harry Potter, Hogwarts Legacy. And I don't know if I was playing a male character or a female character. But my mother came downstairs and said, "Turn off the PlayStation 5. We're going to go to your sister's party." Alright? I save the game. I turn off the console. I get up. I get up from the chair. I go outside. And there's my sister. She turns around and says, "I don't want him in my car." Okay? I close the front door. I go back into the living room. I boot up the console again. And I sit back down. About a couple minutes later, long enough that the system booted up and I got back into the game, and I was about 2 or 3 minutes into it. My sister comes in and says, come on, I'll take you to the. No, no, that's not how this is going to go. Okay? You told me you didn't want me in your car. I respected that. I went back inside and I went back about my day. My feelings were not hurt. Water under the fucking bridge. Right? I was gonna go to your birthday party, whatever the fuck it was. I was gonna go to it, right? I was willing to, you know, be bored for a couple hours perhaps, not do anything productive, you know. I was willing to do that, but my sister, who fucking, in mind, is literally on the other side of this wall, quite literally, like three, like 5 feet. If you go about 5 feet in this fucking direction, you hit her house. She's been in this house for probably about the last 3 or 4 fucking years. Do you know how often I've been in that house? 0 fucking times. I have not been invited into that goddamn house. I have not even, the very notion has not occurred to her to invite me, her brother, into her house. I've been in her backyard. I've been on her front porch. I have never once, not one fucking time, have I been invited into that house. And when I made a video, I don't know, probably about 3 or so years ago, when my sister was going to go to Florida, and I made a video that, I'd be willing to buy, like, I'd be willing to pay to be involved, to be included. Do you know what my sister's response was? Shut up and go away. That was her response. Shut up and go away. We do not want you in our lives. That's basically what it was. Of course, at some point she did say, "We would like to have you, we would like to take you places." Really? You've been to the zoo. You have been to Florida. Apparently you've gone to D fucking C. I know because I've seen the goddamn Facebook posts about it. Where was I? Where was I at the zoo? Where was I at the whatever the fuck it was where you were like next to airplanes? Where the fuck was I in DC? Hmm? I was at home. Do you know why I was home? Because I didn't fucking know that it was possible for me to have gone to DC. I did not know that you were going to go to New York. I did not know that you were going to go to Florida. I did not know that it was possible for us to go to the fucking zoo. Had I known, I would have been like, hey, can I join you? Of course, I knew better than that, of course, because I knew that if I was be like that and be like, hey, can I be included? I would have been told, fuck off, shut up, and go away. Love is not conditional, people. You are either going to be in someone's life or you're not. And I'm at that age where it's like, I realize that I'm too damn old to be playing these stupid ass games. I would not mind being involved, but I'm not jumping through hoops. I am not going to fucking jump through stupid ass hoops just so that I can be included in people's lives. I'm not doing that shit. And too goddamn old. I'm losing my fucking voice. Sorry. Yeah, I think I'm losing my voice. Yeah, passionate. I'm sorry. Very passionate about this stuff, you know. And that's important. You should be passionate about shit, you know. If you're not passionate, if what you're saying is not what you mean, why the fuck are you saying it? If what you do is not meaningful to you, why are you doing it? You know, if there's any life lesson I can offer anybody, it's mean what you do and mean what you say. You know what I mean? Mean what you do and mean what you say. Stand by that shit like a goddamn statue. Do not move. Do not flinch. Do not wiggle. Do not do anything. Say what you mean what you say. Stand by the shit that you do. And never apologize for being passionate about the stuff that you do and the shit that you say. Because if you do otherwise, you do a disservice to yourself and you do a disservice to the people around you. I may not sugarcoat the shit that I say. I may annoy people. I might piss them off. And you know what? Fine. I don't give a shit. Alright? It's not true. You know, what you see is what you get, and it's honest. Alright? It may be brutal. It may be harsh. It may be blunt, but fuck, it's true. And that's the only way to live, people. Live true. Love honest and live, live honestly, love deeply, love openly, and be true to yourself and be true to other people. This fucking video's gone all over the damn place, I realize. This fucking thing's about 11%. So I'm gonna stop it here. It's been almost 40 fucking minutes. I'm gonna charge this thing and I'm gonna upload this video. And, if you have opinions, put them, put them down below. If you want to have a conversation with me, I'm here, baby. I'm willing to have a conversation with anybody. If you have any problems, hey, man, I'm here. I'm always here. If you want to vent, fucking vent to me. You know, I'd like to have somebody to talk to once in a while. You know, peace. Have a nice day. Have a nice evening. Have whatever the fuck it is in your time zone. And I'll see you when I see you. Peace.